I think you make the cold prospecting just seem a lot easier. You make the whole thing seem a lot easier, because I think it really does seem like something anybody could do, because
I view prospecting as fact finding, as data collection. It's really awesome, right? If we learn that, hey, this prospect is my ideal customer in some case, or this person that I've called, that I've emailed is my ideal customer or a decision maker. Sometimes they're not. Most cases they're not, right? But they could know the name of a decision maker, or could introduce me to a couple of people who could buy from me, or could give me the information that helps me identify from farther away without calling them that, hey, they are not qualified and I should focus my prospecting on this segment of what I thought my ideal customer was. You just ask what you're looking for. Ask the question, I'm looking to connect with the person who oversees your social media marketing. Or, hey, who's the person that is monitoring your reviews on Google or Facebook or Yelp? That's a really simple question for them to answer, right? And as soon as they answer it, you're connected to the right person. But if you try to show up and throw up and give them all this justification in the world, that comes on really strong, and all of a sudden their firewall goes up. Hey, this is a salesperson. I'm not supposed to put salespeople through. And the conversation dies. And if they need a justification, they'll ask you for it. If they don't need it, they'll say, oh, well, that's Mike, or that's Michelle, and that's this person. It's like, cool, is Mike in? Is Michelle in? Right? Now we're moving through the organization.
And then say, I think I have a solution to a problem that I'm pretty sure you have. Would you spend 15 minutes with me so I can make sure that I understand your problem correctly? And then number two, I'd love to hear you try to pick holes in my idea.
Yeah.
And give me feedback.
Absolutely.
It's having conversations. You're not selling. You're getting to the point where you can sell, but you're doing it in a way where you're educating and you're whittling down to whether this person's a good fit for you or not. And then by the time you do get that 15-minute demo call, or you do get that 45-minute walkthrough call, they like you said, they should be ready to be closed.
You didn't lead with absolute certainty. You took the threat of the sale off the table because you said, I don't know. I think that we might be able to help you with this, right? But I'm not 100% sure. Let's chat about it. And if it's not a fit, I can leave you alone.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to sell to you if you don't have the problem that I fix. That doesn't help either of us, right?
Yep.
And I think that was a big mental shift, realizing I wasn't trying to hold on to the sale. I was trying to have an honest discussion to figure out if there was a need that we meet. And because you don't want to sell to someone that doesn't have a problem that you fix. I mean, it doesn't work, right? So
we're buddy, and we tell them we're going to send them some more information so that they can, get back to us on whether they're interested or not. We're going to do that. So that way they hear about it. Now they're going to be able to read about it. But when we send an email that we promised to send over during a phone conversation, we're also showing them the way that, hey, we make promises and we live up to those promises, which is a nudge in the right direction to know, like, and trust, right? So now when James tells me that he can do these things with my Facebook account to bring me in more business, well, subconsciously, I know that when he says he's going to send emails, he does that. He follows through on these things. He's not completely full of bull, right? Like at that phase, you're still white noise until you get them to say, hell yes or hell no. Let's have a real conversation, what I call the discovery phase, what Sean might call your second meeting, your day two. It could take, half a dozen to 2 dozen touches before you get to even day one, right? Them saying, okay, yeah, I want to make more money, right? And you think you have a solution. Let's talk about it. Let's explore it. But touch one, or touch step one might be call. And that's of step one, that's portion A. Portion B is the follow-up email, right? So I called in, they told me I got to talk to Mike, captured Mike's email, sent him an email, told me Michelle said he was the guy to talk to. Now I'm dropping in context. Oh, Michelle told me to talk to you. It's not cold anymore. Right? So now Mike's gonna be a jerk for not answering my email because Michelle's involved in the conversation, right? So I'm using every bit of information I can to advance the conversation to get to a yes or a no as quickly as possible. It is my job to qualify or disqualify as fast as possible, because if they're, a maybe is going to kill me. If I keep following up with a maybe, like that's a waste of time. Prospecting though, we're making multiple touches. I like to use 7 as a minimum, but again, the bigger the account, or the more gated the potential buyer is, it could take more. So, touch 1 would be the first call and then the email. So it's got an A and a B to it, right? I might also connect with that person on LinkedIn, friend them on Facebook, right? So now they're getting exposure to me, not just with our one-to-one communication, but they're seeing me talk with other people. Yeah. They're creeping on my conversations with Sean Manaher about whatever, right? And seeing, other people see that this guy, or other people think that this guy knows what he's talking about too. I might be justified in making 7 touches, in making 14 touches, and making 21 touches per milestone, right? So if I call and I get receptionist and they send me to Mike, that's my, and I had to call receptionist 3 times to get Mike's name. Now I'm starting over with Mike, because it's a brand new person. But now I know to ask for Mike when I call.
You're not selling. You're getting to the point where you can sell, but you're doing it in a way where you're educating and you're whittling down to whether this person's a good fit for you or not. And then by the time you do get that 15-minute demo call, or you do get that 45-minute walkthrough call, they like you said, they should be ready to be closed.
And then you realize you have this thing called a pipeline, right? And you're putting people in it.